Okay, now in a previous post, we talked about who should you be selling to, like what level of the organization are you going to hit that product to? Okay, where does it fit? Where does it fit within that sale? Now, there's another question you need to ask. This is the mirror question. This is looking at you, right? I look at my ugly mug and say, hey, who should I be selling to? So, should you be selling to C-level? And keep in mind, C-level has a varying degree. A smaller company C-level, small SMB, or large corporation Fortune 500, right? So you want, there's again another graph that you're going to use. It's smaller company, high, you can go higher level, okay? Or larger company, higher level, very difficult to attain. Medium-sized company, medium level, you've got all these different levels of basically the level within the organization, and then also the revenue generated and the amount of people within the organization. Where do you really fit in that spectrum? That's what you have to ask yourself. So, a couple things about it. One of the things you should do is look internally. Ask these questions. If you spend more time on things that are not in your industry, football, music, sports, entertainment, if your passion is there, you probably don't want to start going C-level up, company up, okay? You're probably that's a really competitive space up there. There's not a ton of products and jobs and things that fit up there for your level of sales if you're not really willing to spend time on the industry side of it. If you're not willing to live in the industry, love the industry, know everything you can about it, learn about it, be passionate, travel a ton, work all those extra hours, do all those extra things, hone your craft, read sales books, go to sales seminars, pay for things that your company won't pay for. Just be passionate about that. Then you're not going to get up there, okay? Not everybody needs to be up there. You can make a lot of money not being up there. So you don't have to be up there. So there's nothing wrong with that. Now I want to take the opposite end of the equation, okay? So if you got smaller companies and smaller products, smaller companies, smaller revenues, smaller employee size, and now you've got also smaller product fits that are going to be down here. So maybe 1 to 10 man companies, and you've got a fit that's kind of very transactional. If it's transactional sale, and you're a transactional person, where hey, I'm a personality guy. I go out there. I got a good personality. I'm going to show them the product. I'm going to talk to a bunch of people. I'm going to network. I'm going to do it. Nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of people with great personalities that are really transactional in that regard. And transactional can also mean great customer service, can still mean hunter, can still mean all those things. But what it means is there's not a huge barrier to this sale. This is not a 12-month sale. You're going to be bringing in 7, 10 widgets every single week or something like that, okay? Those are fine sales, and there's a lot of B2C component there. Those are fine sales, and you can make money at those sales. There's nothing wrong with that. But you got to figure out, where are you? What are you doing with your time? So when you're not selling, when you're not working, what are you doing? Are you reading sales books? Are you listening to sales blogs? Are you researching things? Are you going to experts? Are you paying for things that your company won't pay for to sharpen your skills for training? Are you implementing them? Are you measuring yourself? Are you always looking to improve? Are you A/B testing your process? Are you really that deep and granular about the type of salesperson that you can be, being the best that you can be? There's a mix in there. You're somewhere in there, but you got to figure out where you're at. And the more and more and more you want to put up to it, put into your sales process and get put into making yourself a better salesperson, the higher up you can go on that chain. But keep in mind, you don't have to be up there. Let me give you an example. Pharmaceutical sales reps, okay? Pharmaceutical sales reps really kind of sit right in the middle. So they're pitching a product to really usually a small business owner, a doctor, okay? And they have to be really good at sales. They have to be really good at sales. To make an argument against a doctor, they got to be really, really good at that. So that doesn't mean they're a bad salesperson, but I would not take a pharmaceutical rep and then have them selling an Oracle product to a CEO and an Oracle suite of products to a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. I'm not going to have that person move up there, at least not initially. They can work their craft up there and eventually get up there. You put the work in, you can get anywhere you want. But they don't really fit that. And that doesn't make a pharmaceutical sales rep a bad sales rep, and it doesn't make it transactional even. It makes them an influencer. They're very influential in what they're doing because they're trying to get them to write prescriptions, right? So that doesn't make them bad. It just means that they're probably not very strategic, very high level, highly complicated, multiple decision maker type of deals. They're probably not going to be there. They're going to be right here. And there's nothing wrong with that. And then you can be down here and you can be at some of the entry level sales roles where you're doing like a lot of lead gen or something like that and you're just trying to set meetings or whatever. That's just getting your feet wet in sales and understanding it. Nothing wrong with those roles. That's a great place to gain experience and then figure out where in this value chain you're going to be. So ask yourself these hard questions. What are you ready to do? What are you prepared to do? How much effort are you willing to put into it? And you want to know these things, and you want to be able to articulate that in an interview and articulate that to your boss and articulate that to anybody that asks you about your sales career and what you're going to do. Have that speech down. Know that. But first, look inside yourself and figure it out. All right. Thanks so much. Take care.